Hello students, I am Ms. Dandore. We'll start today a new topic, that is coordination compounds, and this coordination compound is for 4 marks with option, and without option it is for 3 marks. But before that, once again I am reminding you can subscribe, like and share my channel if it is not subscribed yet, so that you can get notifications of new videos there. So let us see what is meant by coordination compounds. Simply, these coordination compounds are nothing but these are the compounds in which two atoms or group of atoms, these are joined by or attached by or bounded by coordinate bonds there. You are well familiar with the different types of bonds. We'll see first types of bonds here. Types of bonds. First is your ionic bond. In ionic bond, there is an electrostatic force of attraction in between two atoms. So you can take example of HCl, where one atom is having more electronegativity than other. So wherever there is a electronegativity difference in between two atoms, the two poles are separated. That means the molecule is a polar molecule. There is a separation of the charges, and so the two atoms are joined together by electrostatic force of attraction due to electronegativity difference. In that case, the bond is ionic bond. Another one is your covalent bond, and in covalent bond there is a sharing of electrons in between two atoms. In covalent bond, you can take a same example of HCl, or you can take another example of NaCl, which is well familiar to you. In between Na and Cl, there is a sharing of electrons, and so the bond is a covalent bond. And one more is there, it is a coordinate bond. In coordinate bond, both the electrons are donated by one of the two atoms here required for the bond formation. So the atom which can donate electron pair, these are the Lewis bases, while the atom which can accept electron pair, these are the Lewis acids. So actually in coordinate bond, as both the electrons are donated by one of the two atoms, it is the bond between Lewis base and Lewis acid. Lewis acid and Lewis base. And the bond is shown by one-headed arrow like this, pointing towards the electron acceptor atom, or pointing towards the atom which can take electron, which can accept electron. So electron acceptors are the Lewis acids, electron donors are the Lewis bases here, according to Lewis acid base theory. So here in this case, what happens? In your textbook, the definition of coordination compound is given, that these are the compounds. I'll write here coordination compounds. Question may be for 1 mark here, coordination compounds. What is the definition? So these are the compounds in which what happens? These are the compound in which central metal atom, or ion, you can say, or ion is surrounded by oppositely charged ions. Oppositely charged ions or neutral molecules, So coordination compounds are nothing but these are the compounds in which central metal atom or central metal ion is surrounded by oppositely charged ions or neutral molecules here. We'll take example, central metal ion M, it is surrounded by different types of oppositely charged ions or neutral molecules. So here in this case, your central metal atom is acts as a electron acceptor. It is a Lewis acid. While the other one, which can donate electron pair or which can donate electrons, these are called as, these are Lewis bases or Lewis base, and these are called as a ligands or ligands. So in case of coordination compound, actually the central metal atom acts as a Lewis acid as they accept the electron pair from Lewis bases or ligands here. And here in this case, only the metals, actually the tendency of metal is to donate the electron and acquire positive charge, because metals are electropositive in nature. But here in case of coordination compounds, metals acts as a electron acceptor or Lewis acids here, and only these metals which can have d orbital, they can accommodate incoming electron in their empty d orbital, can form coordination compounds. So here I can write one more sentence, only transition metal or d block metals can form what? Can form coordination compounds. Coordination compound. What is the reason for that? The reason is that because they can accommodate the incoming electron in their empty d orbitals. So they are the electron acceptor, they act as a Lewis acids. But here in this case, Lewis acids are actually, these are the Lewis acid, these are electron acceptor. That means they are having more attraction towards the electron. These are the electrophiles. And ligands or Lewis bases, these are the nucleophiles. So actually the bond is in between, coordinate bond I am talking. Coordinate bond is in between Lewis acid and Lewis base. Electron donor is Lewis base, electron acceptor is Lewis acid, or it is a bond in between electrophile and nucleophile. But here in case of coordination compound, the electron donor is called as a ligands. It may be negatively charged anion or neutral molecule, in which there is atom which can donate the electron pair for central metal atom, or which can donate the electron pair required for the bond formation here. So let us see what is the difference in between coordination compound or and simple compound or simple salt. So let us see one example of simple salt. There are three types of salts. Again, you are well familiar with that. I'll write here types of compounds. So in types of compounds, first is your simple salt. We'll take first compound as a simple salt. For simple salt, you take example of NaCl. So this NaCl in aqueous medium, you will get here Na plus and Cl minus ions. Simple salt, why? Because it contains only one anion and one cation. So in aqueous medium or in water, there is a formation of Na plus and Cl minus ions. So it is completely ionized, and you will get there all the ions present in the molecule. Then the next one is a double salt. One more type is there, and that is a double salt. Here double salt question, maybe for MCQ you can take example of more salt. More salt. Question maybe for MCQ. Once again I am reminding. So what is the formula of more salt here? It is ferrous sulfate, mixture of ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate. So formula is, I'll write here, FeSO4, then NH4 2SO4 plus 6 of H2. This is a formula of Morse salt. It is a double salt. Here also in aqueous medium, you will get all the ions present in the molecule. That means you will get there Fe2 plus ions, then SO4 2 minus ions, then NH4 plus ions. Water molecule is already there. So you will get there ferrous ions, sulfate ions and ammonium ions also. So the double salt also completely ionized. We will take one more example of potash alum. And the formula of potash alum is again K2SO4, then Al2SO4 thrice, 24 of H2. Here also on ionization you will get all the ions, that means potassium, then sulfate, then aluminium, and water molecule is already there. So in aqueous medium or in water you will get there K plus ions, then SO4 2 minus ions, then Al 3 plus ions also. We'll take one more example of double salt, and that is carnallite. CAR, carnallite or carnallite. What is the formula of this salt? It is a KCl, then MgCl2 and 6 of H2. So here also in this case, this is also double salt, and this also on ionization in aqueous medium. You will get there all the ions, that is K plus ions, then Cl minus ion, then Mg2 plus ions and water molecule. So wherever simple salt is there, in case of simple salt also all the ions completely ionized in the aqueous medium. Double salt also completely ionized in the aqueous medium. Now we'll take one more compound, one more example, and that is right here only, coordinate compound. Coordinate salt or coordinate compound it is. For that we'll take example of K4, then FeCN6. So here in aqueous medium, you will get only K plus and FeCN6 minus I. 4 K plus are there, so 4 K plus and FeCN6 4 minus ions. That means in this compound, in coordinate compound, some part of the compound remains intact, some part of the compound remains unionized here. So such a compounds in which some part of the compound is unbreakable or remains unionized, these are the coordinate compound. In simple salt, all it is completely dissociate or completely ionizable in aqueous medium. Double salt also completely ionized in aqueous medium, but in case of coordinate compound, some part of the compound remains unbreakable or undissociable, and these compounds are coordinate compounds. So this is a difference, actually main difference in between simple compound and coordinate compound here. So these coordinate compounds or coordination compounds are first invented by the Swiss scientist Alfred Werner. So let us see here first postulates of Alfred Werner. So coordination compounds, these are invented by or discovered by Alfred Werner. And Alfred Werner theories, first we'll see postulates of Alfred Werner's theory. So according to Alfred Werner, there are two valencies. First one is primary valency and secondary valency. I'll write here first postulate. According to Alfred Warner, there are two types of linkages or two valencies or you can say two valencies are there. First is primary valency, and secondary valency. That means the primary valencies are present in outermost sphere, which is called as, according to Warner again, these primary valencies are present in, I'll write here, primary valencies. These are present in outermost sphere. These are called as ionization sphere. And secondary valencies. These are present in inner sphere. Which is called as a coordination sphere. So the atoms present in ionization sphere, these are ionizable, completely ionizable in aqueous medium, while the entities present in coordination sphere, these are unbreakable, these are unionizable, according to Warner. And these secondary valencies actually, I'll write here, second postulate, the secondary valency, these are responsible for the geometrical shape of the compound here. So, special arrangement of atoms, I'll write here, secondary valencies, they can fix geometrical shape of the molecule. That means the spatial arrangement of atoms in space depends upon the secondary valencies of the central metal atom. So, according to Alfred Warner, there are two spheres. One is ionization sphere, which is outermost sphere, in which the entities present in ionization sphere are completely ionizable in aqueous solution, and the other one is coordination sphere, which is inner sphere, and the entities present in coordination sphere, that means coordination entities, are unbreakable, unionizable in aqueous medium, and the geometrical shape of the molecule depends upon actually the secondary valencies. The secondary valencies can fix the special arrangement of atoms in space, that means geometrical shape.